It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bucs take over first.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
He was taken down by...
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
The quarterback
opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. That's caught by Howard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
The pass.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He finds Howard complete, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
O.J. Howard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jones. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 32, 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Made at the 25-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
30-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Washington, nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Gibson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 45's the mark. Pick me up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he will have the 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Check, check. Watch what he's doing. Watch what he's doing. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Check 31. Check 31. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
2nd and 6. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Mariota sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This one complete to Scott Miller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Mariota. Airing this one out for Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number 13.
Mike Evans, 33 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Levante David. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good for a Washington.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pinned their ears back.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Washington, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. So a decent deficit. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Virgil Green taking it in. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this? And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. 25 yards that time.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
At
field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Virgil Green, his second touchdown of the night. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. For 2nd down, if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Ronald Jones.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
1st and goal.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Catch made at the 25-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is unbelievable.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Tonight's final score.
And looking at it.